They're called landmarks, structures and monuments that celebrate America. To us, they're our resume.
We turn visions into reality.
And we do it every day.
We're union contractors and ironworkers, and we've been on the job every day since 1896.
I want to introduce to you the new sheriff of this country.
Hilda Solis, how are you?
There was national media, a lot of local media, and just a lot of commotion in general in Miami recently, as leaders of the building trades unions, including Ironworkers General President Joe Hunt and other labor officials, greeted a very special guest, the new United States Secretary of Labor, Hilda Solis.
Her first official trip on duties for the White House came to a union hall.
This is Ed Murrow, the CEO of Independent Project Analysis Incorporated. His group was hired by the Industry Benchmark Consortium, a group of 52 different companies, all large industrial owners pooling their money to do research on capital projects on many levels, including performance.
One of the things that we discovered in the course of this study is that in the United States, union labor was distinctly more productive than non-union labor.
Members of the ownership community were here.
You're going to be given one chance. What it boils down to, quite honestly, folks, is something that should be near and dear to all of us, and that's credibility.
In general, the KPIs that I've been looking at that you've developed are all just, I can't say enough for them. They're just spot on.
Together, I mean this together, I believe that there's no limits. There's no limits to what we can do. Our town hall was, if I had to grade it, I'd give it an A for content and maybe a B or a C for time length. We're going to have to do something about that because there's a lot of people that have a lot of things to say, and that's what we're here for. We're here for communication.
It reminds me of what our luncheon speaker, Rocky Blyer, referred to. He said that a team is a collection of individuals coming together for a common goal. And when he said that, I thought he nailed what we were all here for this week.
The American Institute of Steel Construction honored two very familiar names at their annual meeting in Colorado Springs. The winners of this year's Special Achievement Award went to our own Joe Hunt and Bill Brown for their work in developing and nurturing Impact and the organization it is today. Even though Impact is only 6 years old, the recognition proves it's already gaining traction well outside the unionized world.
Hello, I'm Joe Hunt. And I'm Bill Brown. We'd like to take a few minutes of your time to talk to you about momentum. The momentum that we're gaining with each passing month as contractors and labor work as partners to gain market share in the ironworking industry.
We're working together as never before to become the best choice for our customers, today and in the years ahead.
The Paris Hotel and Resort in Vegas was the scene as industry leaders came from all across the United States and Canada to take part in a great agenda, exchange some stories, and have a heck of a time doing it.
Impact is doing what we created it for. And as I said earlier this week in my opening remarks, that was to increase our membership, increase market share, and increase customers.
It was a snowy Saturday morning in Dayton, Ohio, as the crowd filed into the Convention Center auditorium. The program of the day wasn't so much about entertainment as it was about business.
When we sat down, Bill and I, and Bill told you that everything's on the table, but contrary to a lot of programs, this is not a program that's going to take anything away from the ironworkers. It's not a program that's going to look for cuts in wages and cuts in benefits. It's a program to increase union density and to increase man hours for each and every one of our ironworkers.
I believe people are learning more about Impact. People, most of my group think it's all about drug testing. They don't really know how broad it is and what it does for everybody.
Well, I think it's really to build our market share, to get our people unionized, get union people working.
When union ironworkers and contractors gathered in Chicago recently, the agenda had more than one focus. It was part pep rally, a thank you for the regions being a leading stronghold in the union cause. It was part educational, to make sure everyone knew there is still much work to be done. And it was part reality check, to ask each and every person involved if they are doing their part to hold up their end of the deal.
One reason I wanted to come here tonight, because I wanted each of you to understand, as far as your union, our organization, we are at a crossroads.
I was really surprised with the fact that 87% of the work in North America is not union. And by the reaction of the guys around me, I would think that most people were surprised. We're going to have to work hard to get that back.
Local 1 out of Chicago is an impact union, and I did know about it, and I agree 100% with it.
Ironworkers, the backbone of the construction industry. Perhaps no other job requires the physical ability, the technical skill, and the sheer guts that is needed to perform the kind of work union ironworkers do. Every year, the best apprentices we have to offer come from all over the U.S. and Canada to match their skills in a high-profile competition, sponsored by the Ironworkers International. We provide a service where any contractor can go online, type in a union ironworker's information, and see his or her list of welding certifications.
The Impact Drug Program has definitely been beneficial to our company, number one, in cost savings. There was a time when we did a number of different drug tests for a number of different contractors, and we've worked really hard in this area, both the Employers Association and our union, to have the impact drug test accepted by numerous owners and contractors. This has been beneficial to us in time and money.
We went to a pre-bid conference with a general contractor and the owner were there, and we explained to them what the impact program did and how that it was going to be no cost to the owner. We're going to bring our people on. We weren't going to have any delays because the people were already pre-screened before they came to the job site. And explained to them how much money we thought that was going to save them, that it would enhance the schedule because we wouldn't need the 2 or 3 days that normally occurs for drug testing. And when he got done, he immediately was very impressed and turned to the general contractor and asked him, how come you're not doing that for me?
February in Florida. That sounds pretty good to me. Make your plans now to join us February 21st through the 25th for the North American Ironworkers Impact Labor Management Conference. We'll see you there.